Live from Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, it's the Joe Cortez Show.
Welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world, and of course, the boxing capital of the world. But today we're going to have talking about different topics. We have a special guest here, Ron, who's the owner of Ellie's restaurant in Las Vegas, and I got to take my hat off to RUAN TORRES for his passion for helping individuals out, and of course the story. You know, the man came here to Las Vegas from Mexico back in 2002, and had a dream, and he had the American dream, and that was to make things happen for him and for his family. And now that we're here in Las Vegas, the man has a nice, wonderful restaurant. As a matter of fact, we're going to be going this afternoon with a meeting that we have with another guest from Great Britain who's coming in. And we said, we'll take you to a nice Spanish restaurant, but it has actually an American menu as well. I would say 80% American menu. When I first started going to that restaurant, it was a lot of Spanish, a lot of Mexican food. But you know, he kind of mixed up. He's smart. He was able to mix up the menu and make it where everybody can come to his restaurant. Anyway, Ron, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much for the invitation. And we're here to share some, what we've been done and what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I know that, Ron, you've been telling me that you came from Mexico back in 2002, and you came here with a suitcase and a big dream.
Well, there was only my backpack with just a shirt and a pants, but with a big dream. Like say, it was full of dreams and like to make my dreams come true, the American dream. So what we're working on, we're still working on, but my idea in the beginning, it was just come to work, save some money, and go back to my country. But I see there was more opportunities here. Okay, now you say you back to your country. Your country is Mexico. Mexico, yes.
And what part of Mexico?
Michoacán.
Michoacán. That's where Julio Cesar Chavez is from.
I think he's from Sinaloa.
Sinaloa.
Yes.
Okay, that's close, not too far.
Yes.
Anyway, I can tell you that I'm so proud of you for the simple reason that meeting you, I can see that you're a man that has a big heart. You have a big heart because not only have you made your dream come true so far, your dream has been accomplished maybe 80%. You want to go another 20%, because I know your dream is to want to help out in the community. And Ron is really doing a lot. He gets involved with different groups and whatnot, but he's only one person, so he can only help so many groups out there. But Ron has been giving out to the community. You told me that not too long ago you gave out sandwiches, like 300 sandwiches to an event. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
There was an event. There was for the kids. There was a guest in a restaurant. They talk about their kids, something. There was an organization. I know there were kids involved. So they asked me if I can, help them with some sandwiches. So that's what we did. We donated actually 100 sandwiches.
Oh, 100
sandwiches, yes.
Yeah, I was adding another 200 already, you see?
Yeah, we donated them, plus they bought some, but we donated 100 sandwiches. And it's our third year we're doing this.
Yeah.
So we actually come up to doing every year.
Well, that's great. Not everybody can do that. I mean, man, to go out there and donate all this food for this young program for the young kids, I think that shows you the kind of heart he has. Now, Ron came here, like we said, in 2002, and you came here, you didn't even speak English. You learned English since you've been here, right?
Well, it's not only English, my Spanish too, because, like I was telling you before, my first language, how am I going to say, it's a dialect. There's a small towns in Mexico where you don't speak no Spanish. You speak a different language.
What kind of language is that?
It says Purepecha.
How you talk to me in Purepecha?
Purepecha, example, like we say tomorrow, we say Pawani.
Pawani.
Pawani, yesterday, Huitzindecua. Huitzindecua. It's a little different, but, I think it was hard for me because not only English, we have to learn Spanish first. You know what I mean? Because now I have not only one people, there was like two people laughing on my my Spanish or my English. I'm still learning. But like I'm saying, it was hard, but I had a dream, and I still, working for my dream, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah, but you have 3 languages already.
Yeah, we're still learning.
That's good. So you got the combination of different languages. If you would have been a fighter, you'd be a good fighter with good combinations. 1, 2, 3.
Right? Yes.
But anyway, now that you are here in Las Vegas with your restaurant, which is located, give me the address of your location.
We're at 2477 East Tropicana, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Great, great, great.
Tropicana in Eastern, and there's a market next to us.
Tropicana and Eastern here
Tropicana
in
and
Las,
Eastern,
in
yes,
Las Vegas,
yes.
the entertainment capital of the world, and also the big dream of the world. Because when Ron came here, like he said, he had that American dream. Of course, it's something that we all have to become somebody special in this life. Now you have 2 children, a boy and a girl.
I have a boy and a girl, 12-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Who's the older, the boy or the girl?
The girl.
The girl. So
Yes.
So the young man got to listen to his older sister.
Yes, they're very smart. Actually, they follow me. I go a lot of conferences, like financial, business-wise, and then they follow me, so they're learning.
So you take them to the meetings with you.
I take them to the meetings.
You
Yes.
want them to be leaders in the community.
Absolutely, yes. Teach them, so they can help others, and they can have like their own business as well, and talk about little financial things like that.
That's great. See, that's what we want to hear about. See, you viewers out there, we have a gentleman like Ron here talking about taking his children with him to these meetings. He takes them not because he has no place to drop them off, but he takes them because he wants them to learn how to become better in life. And that's what we need a little bit more of. Parents like this that can give more to their children, pay more attention to the children. It's not only about themselves. They have that dream, but the American dream is to have the whole family grow together and make everything possible. Now, your restaurant that are you a cook there? What are you a manager? What do you do? Give me your whole role as the owner.
Well, let me talk about my background a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, I was hired at the restaurant breakfast place. This was in 2002.
Here in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas. Actually, you know what? I had to stop like literally, I would say 20 times. So, they can hire me. But every time that I used to stop by, they always told me they were not hiring. So there was a day when they were like, okay, you know what? We just got enough. I think you're hired. And then I come up, one of those the best employees. So I started as a dishwasher. They hired me as a dishwasher, and then I learned from there. You know what I mean? So I always told the people, don't ever work for money. Work for something else. Work for your dreams. Like when I used to be a dishwasher, I wanted to be a cook. When I was a cook, I don't want to be just a cook. I wanted to be the best cook. You know what I mean? And then after I learned in the kitchen, and then I wanted to be in the front. I want to be with the people. I want to involve with the people. And then I was like, I want to serve now. Then I learned. Then I was like, I don't want to be just a server. I want to be the best server. And then I was one of the best servers. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I think I want to manage the stores. I want to learn what their job is as a managers, like a general manager. And then I learned from there. And then I was like, there was a day when there was opportunity, so I can manage the store. And I feel like I wasn't ready because my English is not that well, or I can't really, I have a hard time to write down in English or read. So I told my boss, you know what? I'm not ready. I can't read. I can't speak English. And I told him a lot of excuses. He was like, I'm not asking you to write me a book. I'm asking you to run the store, which you can do very well. I was like, okay, I guess. So I learned, my first couple months, it was very tough, very difficult for me because, there in restaurants or any business, there's a lot of budgets, numbers, all these things. So I used to go there from like 5 a.m. to like 10 p.m. to trying to figure out in my computer all these things until I learned. So I come up as one of those best general managers as well.
Well, I tell you, you want to go to boxing, I'll make you a champion. You can be a champion.
Right?
I mean, you got all the ingredients, what it takes to be somebody special in this world, and you definitely have your kind words there. What you were saying, that made me feel a little bit emotional just thinking about that's why we need more of people like you, because your dreams have come true. You work for it. You don't settle for second best. You want to be nothing but the best in everything you do, and that's why you're such a great person, a great father, a great human being, and you got what it takes, man. You're gonna go a long way.
I think, yeah, that's the idea. Like I say, don't ever work for money. The money is the result of your dreams. The money will follow you when you follow your dreams. But most of the people, or most of, we just work for money, or we're trying to find a job where, we can get better pay. But I always say, work for your dreams. It doesn't matter if they hire you with a $6 or $7 hourly. Trust me, you can go far if you really want it. If you really have a dream, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no question about it. That's why I say, you viewers out there, listen to this young man. I mean, Ron is really talking to you from his heart, and he's talking for real. And like I say, if you come prepared, you're gonna knock on the door. They're gonna open the door for you, but you have to. You raised. You got the horsepower, and now you got your big shoulders because you put all the horsepower into what you're doing. And your shoulders are nice and high now. You're proud, and that's what we like to see individuals like yourself to make things happen. And I think that what you're doing in the community, you're going to be one of the true leaders of our community here in Las Vegas. Now, you know, here in Las Vegas, we have a large population of Hispanics from all walks of life. They come from different countries, different South American countries and whatnot. But you're somebody that, you belong to any particular group here in Las Vegas? Are you a member of any particular group?
Not at the moment. I always respect others, and then I respect their decisions, but I always like to involve where I can see, where I can help, you know, to give some kind of information of with what we do with some breakfast or with some food, but more with motivating more people.
Well, see, you viewers there. Now, Ron is talking about motivation. And now, if you want to reach to Ron, you got his number on the screen. And Ron, they can reach you out, and you go out there and you motivate people like you're an inspiration to so many folks. I mean, you're like a dream come true to as a guest on the show, because I haven't had anyone on any of our shows that can speak the way Ron is speaking. He's speaking from the heart. He's speaking with compassion, with understanding and caring. Then he has all the ingredients to make the American dream come true. Not only for the Americans that are here, those who want to come to become the best, but if you are even the Americans that are here right now, you're a citizen, get up off your butts and do something about it. Because that's what gets me pissed off about you guys sitting out there and wanting somebody to do something for you. Go out there and do it yourself, like this man is doing himself. You know, he's getting out there and making it work. He got a great family, 2 beautiful children. He finds time for himself, for his wife, and the business. The employees must be the happiest employees in the world.
Of course, they're very motivated as well. But I always say, don't make any excuses. Like I was telling you, I arrived here in Las Vegas 2002. I used to walk 4 hours to go in my job and 4 hours to go home. You know what I mean? Because back then, my English, it was like 0%. My Spanish, and I was afraid to catch the bus because I was like, I don't know where the bus is gonna take me. So I was very afraid to catch the bus. So I used to walk every.
How many hours?
4 hours to go work and 4 hours to go home.
Where the heck do you live? You live in Timbuktu?
No, I used to live by Desiree in Sun Hill,
okay.
And then my job, it was in Flamingo in Maryland Parkway.
Wow.
So it was a long walk.
A long walk, yeah.
Yeah, but so that's why I say don't make excuses. I see a lot of people, I don't have my car, or I don't have this. I mean, these days, there's an Uber. There's different ways so you can, your dreams come true, but we're full of excuses.
So you use your footmobile to get you to work.
Yes. So
where everybody had the automobile, the footmobile was the only way of getting to work. And so you got bikes, you get on your bike, you get on your roller skates, get anywhere, get to work.
That's what I did. Like my first, actually, after working 2-3 months, I buy me a bicycle. But at my first week, somebody stole it because I wasn't sure how, Vegas was. So I stopped at the store to buy me a sweater. I left my bike outside, and then when I come out, there was somebody stole my bike.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I had to walk again. But like I'm saying, if you have a dream, trust me, the dreams come true.
That's a question about it, and this is what America is all about, the American dream. But of course, you got to get up off your butt and do something about it. I mean, people are not going to come knocking on the door looking for you. You got to go looking for them, but go prepared. The man learned his English, and I'm so proud of the way since only 2000, that's 16 years. You picked up his language. 16 years, and you picked up his language so well, and you carry yourself like a real, true individual that it means the world to see somebody like you. I mean, I'm so honored to have met you. I've gone to your restaurant several times for our meetings after we do our shows, and we end up meeting you and talking with you. We saw how you came over and gave us that special attention like you do to your customers. And I told my sister, I said, I told Dylan, we got to bring this man on the show. This guy's got a lot to talk about. And here we are 2 weeks later, and we're talking about the American dream. Now, you know, most recently I was in Capitol Hill for Hispanic Heritage Month myself, and I was up there talking in reference to Hispanics, how we have to strive a little harder to make our dreams come true. And I, as a referee, as a fighter that I was, I gave it all I had to become a champion, 6-time champions in the amateurs, in the Golden Gloves in New York, the national championship. Then I became a professional fighter. My dream was to do just one world championship fight as a referee. I did okay as a professional. I wasn't making any money, so I said, let me go do something different. I had a dream of doing something special, so I ended up working in the hospitality business, ended up working in hotels in Puerto Rico, ended up being the executive manager of the El Conquista Hotel. Then I ended up coming back, and this is what I was talking about when I was in Capitol Hill, talking about how you have a dream, follow your dream. Don't just stay there and wait. I made things happen. I said, I can do that. Anything they put in front of me, I said, I can do it. I don't care what it is. And I did it, you know, and little by little. So when I was at Capitol Hill, that's what I spoke about, making sure you give it all you got. Don't sit back and wait for people to knock on the door. Go and knock on the door, but be prepared so they can open up and you get your jobs. Now, I think that what you're doing here is great. What else do you want to tell our viewers about your business and your family? Where's your parents at now? Well, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, like I was saying, you know, I have 2 kids, my daughter, my son, and my wife. And like I'm saying, there's always, when you do something or when you have a goal, you have to something the reason why you're doing this. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm doing this, because I want to have more time with my family. I want to enjoy time being with them, so I can, you know, take them at schools, pick them up, and at the business. Why we're doing the business? Because, you know, like I was telling you, I used to work at this restaurant, and then it was very difficult for me to make decisions, because these restaurants, it was like a franchisees, and then you cannot really make a decision to do something what the customers really want. You know what I mean? Because, you know, before I come as a manager, I served for 10 years, and then I know what's exactly the customer's looking for. You know what I mean? And that's why the concept of our restaurant, you know, little bit of, we put like little Mexican food, these 2 dishes, pozole and menudo. And not only the pozole and menudo, it's traditional pozole and menudo, you know, with a good taste, with grandma's recipe, you know, it's, you know, with a good flavor. And then I was like, we gotta have to make this concept. When I started talking about this concept, people used to laugh about it. It's like, how are you gonna have a breakfast place with pozole and menudo? I was like, okay, I have a vision, I have a dream. Trust me, it's gonna work. They would start laughing. You're crazy. You're doing this. That's why I say, don't never listen to the people when they say, you know, you cannot do this. Believe in yourself. Trust me. Like, you know, this is the first time that I'm doing this interview in English. Right. It's like, I can do it. Why not?
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Why not? Why not to be there? Don't listen to the people. People's gonna laugh about you. People's gonna. If people laugh about your dreams, that's because their dream is big.
Yeah, right.
You know.
You have a menu. Show us a little bit your menu.
I think there's a full menu.
A full menu.
Here's a menu. There's a menu. There's a name, Ellie's Restaurant, and then we have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're open from 7 a.m. till 10 p.m.
Wow.
Okay, here's our first page. I'm going to show a little bit over here.
Wow, so you have
There's
a
a breakfast combos over here. We have a rice and beans too. It's a homemade as well, not from the can. So. We have a country fried steak, New York steak, ham steak, and some breakfast combos over here. And we have over here like skillets, omelets. Omelets comes with potatoes and a toast. So, okay, right here. So there's a lot of options.
Okay.
So we have like breakfast combos over here as well. And then you have your choice of French toast, pancakes, waffles, crepes.
Right. I'm trying to get it right on the screen so you can see all this. There you go. Nice. Man, you got such a great menu, and
yes,
you got good stuff down there. Now, that shows your dinner menu.
Dinner menu. Let's see a little bit of the dinner menu. We have breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, pancakes, crepes, waffles, appetizers, salads. We have salads too.
I like the spaghetti meatballs.
Spaghetti meatballs. We have a lot of choices of burgers, kids meals, and the dinners are over here. We have some pot roast, country fried steak, Florentino tilapia. It's really good. Fried chicken.
Yeah, show the menu to the people there. Yeah.
Actually, right here.
Wow. Let's see your handsome face. Keep your handsome face in the picture. Okay.
There you go.
Very great menu. You know,
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything. Like say, it's
Yeah.
must breakfast, breakfast, but we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like say, we add some. Then also we add salsas.
Salsa, now let me ask you, your breakfast is served all day long?
Yes, every day is all day.
All day breakfast?
Pozole, menudo as well.
All day. So, I mean, if you work at night, you wake up in 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you want to have breakfast, you can have breakfast anytime.
Yes, they can find us on Overeat, DoorDash, and all these deliveries.
Yeah, deliveries too.
Yeah, on Overeat, DoorDash, Postmates.
Great, great.
Yes.
That's impressive. You know, I mean, here's a man that came to America 16 years ago, didn't speak English, you know.
No Spanish.
No Spanish because his dialect is different, and they have a different dialect. In Spanish is one word, one way, but you have that dialect again. How do you say "Welcome to America" in your other dialect?
It's got Seshanoak.
Seshanoak.
Oh.
And that's a good word to use. But you want people to say Seshanoak. Welcome to America. Eh?
Welcome to America. It's
Okay,
good.
you see, I'm learning.
Estados Unidos. Yeah, so like I'm saying, it was hard, but people used to laugh at me, still sometimes, but
Let them laugh at it. You know what? They can laugh all you want. You know what? And let your fist do the talking. The man, you want to laugh at this man. The man's
No,
a
but,
champion. He's a
actually-
champion.
actually when people laugh, I mean, I feel more like that's because the dreams are big.
Yeah,
When
well-
people don't laugh, that means your dream is very small.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm glad to see that you have that heart inside of you, the compassion, and you're focused. That's the main thing in life, guys. If you want to do something, make your dreams come true, you got to be focused. If you're not focused, it's not going to work. You can be multitask. It's great, multitask, but be focused and say, you know what? There's a priority on my list. I got to go after this one first and try to make that work. You're not going to forget about the other ones, but in case if plan A doesn't work, you go to plan B or plan C. And that's where it is in the real world. Not everything works for us the first time around, especially when you're starting out. Once you get your feet wet a little bit, you say, okay, I think I can do a little bit more, like Ron did when he started here as a dishwasher. He came in with a knapsack,
Backpack, which
a
is a
backpack,
backpack,
and with a dream. That's what he came here with, a backpack and a dream. And look where he's at today. Now he wants to help other people out there to make sure that they get on the right track and inspire them, like he said, already has inspired so many individuals out there. And I think that you people out there want to have this man talk to your group and be an inspirational speaker. He can do it because he has what it takes. He's not afraid. Look, he came on the show today. Never been on TV before. Never been in interviews like this before. But he did it, and he has a good way about it. I mean, he did it very intelligently and show you his love and compassion that he has, not only for his family, but for you guys out there that he's trying to reach out to and help. So if you guys need somebody to come out and talk to your group and get out there, reach him. You got the number on the screen. And what else can you want to tell us before we wrap up the show today? We have a little bit more. I know you're going to say, Joe, I left it short. Yeah, I could have said this, I could have said that. Say it now. Say it now.
No, I think it's the main thing to know exactly what exactly you want. Because a lot of people have no idea, like, what should I do with my life? What should I do? So if you take a moment and start thinking what I really want. After you find out what you really want or what's your dreams, and then you start working for it. Because if you don't work for your dreams, somebody will hire you to make their dreams come true.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but the first thing is to make a decision what's exactly you want. It takes more time to find out what's exactly you really want in your life than working every day without knowing what you really want to do in your life.
Right, so now you tell your viewers out there, you get up in the morning, you come into America, you get up in the morning, you say, what am I going to do today? What's the first step?
Well, like I'm saying, in the beginning, it's, most of the people, that's what we do. Come to work and just for money. But I would say the first thing, remember, why you here for? Why you come out America? Why you here? Why you left your country? You know what I mean? And work for it, because a lot of people comes here and forgets about why they're here for. And start being in the streets, doing something, not productive. So that's very important. You should remember, since the first day, since you left your country, since you left your house, why you left. There's always reason behind in every goal. Sometimes we forget about it and then we just like, you know what? I'm already here and I'm already making some money. I'm gonna go in nightclubs or things like start wasting time. So, but the first thing is like to make a decision on what you really want, and don't forget what are you here for.
Exactly. See, now, this is what I'm talking about, guys. We're not only talking about people that come from another country to this country. We're talking about even the people that are here, born and raised here.
Exactly.
What the hell are you doing for yourself? What are you gonna? Where are you heading? Are you gonna do something positive? Gonna be productive? You have to be somebody. You weren't born just to be a joker. You were born to be somebody special. You know, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, an athlete, a fireman, a policeman, whatever your dreams can come to. You have a choice. Make a list of careers, of things that you may want to do in your life. If you want to be whatever you want to be, you can do it. But you first got to get your education. You got to go to school. That's why Ron has his children following him to these meetings that he goes to make sure that they start to understand the whole concept of business management, how to do proper investment, how to become somebody special in this world. So if you're here, born here, or if you come from another country, you transplanted yourself here to the United States, say, what am I going to do with my career? First of all, get that education. It's important. If you came here, didn't finish your grades, your high school, you could go to get a GED test and go get studies and graduate. Then once you graduate, now you're on the right track because now you have a direction. People are not going to hire you if you don't have a good background, educational background. Sometimes there's those that are lucky that make it, but that's very few. But those that really have almost a guarantee in life to make it, you have to get the education, because this is when you're going to business, you got to know how to start your business. You got to know business management. You have to know how to handle your finances, your investments, your management skills, dealing with your employees, dealing with your family, dealing with your neighbors, dealing with everybody all at the same time. It's like a big alphabet soup, and you have to try to figure it all out. And a big puzzle, put it together. You can do it, but you have to be focused. It doesn't happen overnight.
Exactly. Like you're saying, don't make excuses. I always say this, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you are at. It matters where you're going to end up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's why I say it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're doing right now. If you don't make a decision right at this moment, what's going to happen in the next 5 years?
Right. Exactly.
You're going to be the same place. Remember, past 5 years, how was your life? If it doesn't make any changes, extremely, that's because you didn't make any decision back then, 5 years ago. If you don't make a decision right this moment, what's going to happen next 5 years? You're going to be at the same place. You're going to have the same results, what are you having so far, if you don't make a decision or if you don't change. That's why I always say, if you don't change your mind, your life will not going to change.
Exactly. You're going to be, you end up behind the 8 ball all the time. That's why in boxing, like I tell fighters, you want to get to the top, you got to give it all you have. As you guys know, I've been in boxing my whole life, and that's where my specialty is, more in sports than anything else. However, I've been a businessman, very successful businessman, and I've always tried to give it all I have. But you have to say to yourself, yes, where do I start? Where am I today compared to where I was 5 years ago and where I'm going to be 5 years from now? The thing is to make it be a successful individual and give it all you have. I think that, Ron, the words you've put today out to the viewers has been very special, because you definitely are an inspiration. And I think that a lot of individuals in the community will learn a lot from you, especially from this show. It's a different kind of show, guys. It's not a boxing show, but it's a show of battle to make sure that you win this fight in life, to become a champion, not only in the ring, but outside the ring as well. So, boxing to me is in the ring. For him, it's outside the ring. He's a champion, and that's what we need. More individuals to give it all they have, so one day they become undisputed champions in the world of life. Life is so important, so crucial in everything we do. So, Ron, I want to thank you so much for being
Joe,
on the
thank
show.
you very much for the invitation.
Again.
Thank you very much.
And again, here's the undisputed champion,
It was a pleasure to be here.
Ron
Thank you very
Torres.
much. Thank you.